sits beside the window every day at 4, watching for a car that isn't coming anymore. My mother's been gone 7 years, but he still sets her tea. Earl Grey, 2 sugars on the table by his knee. He talks to her like she's just running late from the store, like she'll walk through the hallway any moment through the door, with grocery bags and that look she'd give when he forgot the list. He laughs about it to the empty chair, and I watch his eyes get missed. I visit every Sunday and I sit there on the couch, and he tells me the same stories like he's letting them back out into the room. She can hear them, so the walls remember too. And I nod like it's the first time, 'cause what else can a daughter do? He's not losing his mind, he knows exactly where she went. He just refuses to believe that all their time together spent. The chair by the window holds a space that no one fills. The tea gets cold beside it every evening on the sill. He's waiting for a woman who is never walking through. And the saddest kind of love is the kind that still waits for you. That still waits for you.
You wore a suit last Wednesday and I asked him what's the day. He said it's our anniversary, I can't be late. He drove to the cemetery with a single rose in hand, and he sat there on the grass and talked like she would understand. He told about the neighbor's dog and how the garden's doing fine. He said the tomatoes finally came and you'd love them, they're the kind you like. He told her I was doing well, that she'd be proud of me. And then he went real quiet and said, I miss you, can you sing that I'm still here, that I'm still yours, and nothing's changed at all, that I still dance alone at night in the kitchen down the hall to our song, the one from 1973. And I hold the air where you should be and not pretend it's you holding me. And he drove home and set the table, her chair across from his, 2 plates, 2 forks, 2 glasses of the life they used to live. And he drove home and set the table, her chair across from his, 2 plates, 2 forks, 2 glasses of the life they used to live.
The chair by the window holds a space that no one fills. The tea gets cold beside it every evening on the sill. He's waiting for a woman who is never walking through. And the saddest kind of love is the kind that still waits for you. That still waits for you.
I know this man, I am this man, I'll be this man one day. Sitting by a window watching time just walk away. My grandpa did the same, sat by the door for 15 years. At the grandma passed, he didn't cry, he just preserved her tears. And everything he did, her apron on her hook, her shoes by the stairs, her reading glasses on the Bible, but scarf across the chairs. People said he should move on, find a hobby, find a friend. But how do you move on from the person who was your beginning and your end? He died on a Tuesday, sitting in a favorite spot. The window opens, he's the wall, the only piece he got was the moment right before the last. Was something in the air, felt like a hand in a shake in the center of a hand. The doctor said he went in peace, I think he went to her. I think the chair by the window was just where he waited to return to the only place that ever mattered, to the only yours and knew. Now the saddest kind of love, the strongest kind of love there is, and it's true.
One day the chair will be empty and the tea will not be made, and I'll sit in my father's place and carry on the trade of loving someone past the point where the world says let them go, of setting tables for 2 people when only one will show. The chair by the window, I will keep it where it is. The tea, I'll make it every day. Earl Grey, 2 sugars his. I'll talk about the garden and the neighbor's dog next door, and I'll wait beside the window like my father did before, like he always did before. Earl Grey, 2 sugars. The chair is still warm. The chair is still warm. I'll keep it warm. We sat there in the waiting room, your hand inside of mine. Your knee was bouncing up and down, you couldn't stop to smile. The magazines were old, the walls were painted baby blue, and everything inside that room was me and you.
They called our name and we walked in like we were floating off the ground. You squeezed my hand and said I love you as they turned the monitor around. The jelly on my stomach cold, the silence thick and wide. And then the nurse stopped moving and the whole stepped aside. She said I'm sorry, she said I'll get the doctor. She said wait, and waiting was the longest word I've ever had to take. You asked what's wrong, I couldn't speak. I already knew the screen was supposed to flicker, but the flicker never grew.
And you held me on that table in that cold and sterile room, and we said hello and goodbye to someone we never knew but already loved with everything. We had a name, we had a room, painted yellow by the door. We had a pair of tiny shoes we'll never need anymore. We had 9 months of dreaming, packed in 7 weeks of real. And now we have a silence that we don't know how to feel. We don't know how to feel. We don't know how to feel. The worst part isn't losing them, the worst part is the way the world just keeps on moving like it was an ordinary day. My mother said it happens, my friend said try again. Like love can be repeated, like life can just restart and then be normal, be the same, be the girl who laughs at lunch. But I held a future in my body and I felt it leaving once. And no one sends you flowers for the baby that didn't come. No one writes a card that says I'm sorry for the someone. You'll never hold at midnight when the house is dark and still. You'll never teach to ride a bike, you'll never watch them spill the cereal on the kitchen floor on some morning. No one mourns a maybe, and that's the cruelest form of mourning. People say at least it's early, like that makes the love less true. But I was already someone's mother the moment that I knew. We had a name, we had a room, painted yellow by the door. We had a pair of tiny shoes we'll never need anymore. We had 9 months of dreaming, packed in 7 weeks of real. And now we have a silence that we don't know how to feel. We don't know how to feel.
Nobody tells a man what he's supposed to do with his hands. Well, the nurses saw me in the future breaks and lands in pieces on a hospital floor. You can't pick up, cause you're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to hold the cup together for the woman you love, or your own chest case while you're dying just the same, but in quieter ways. I built that crib in the garage on a Saturday alone, sanding every corner smooth for tiny hands that won't come home. I finished it because I couldn't stop, my hands kept going. Like if I built it perfect, maybe God would change the show, and maybe the sequel would be different, maybe the screen would clone. But I carried that crib back to the car and drove it somewhere she won't know. I pulled over on the highway and I cried for the first time. Not for me, not for us, but for the little life that almost was, that almost breathed, that almost knew my name. I would've given you the world, I would've taken all the pain, all the pain.
The yellow paint is still sitting in the basement unopened. The name is written in my journal with the page still folded open. Like maybe if I leave the door unlocked, you'll find your way inside my little almost, my little light. We had a name and I still whisper it when no one's around. We had a heartbeat for a moment, just the tiniest sound. We had a life that lived inside me for 7 perfect weeks, and I'll carry you forever in the silence when I speak. slam the door but leave it wide, like we don't really wanna hide. Your shadow standing next to mine, even when we cross the line. You say maybe we need space, but you don't move an inch away. Your hands are shaking when you speak, like letting go would make you weak. Why do we burn what we built so strong? Why does forever feel so wrong? Every time we're on the edge, we don't jump, we just pretend. Even when we break, we don't shatter completely. Even when we shake, you still reach out and need me. We scream, we cry, but love doesn't fade. Even when we break,
we got fire mixed with gasoline. Two strong minds, one fragile thing. You say I don't listen, I overreact. Yeah, but I'm reacting to fear you don't see. In fact, every argument's a battlefield. But underneath it, I still yield. You think I fight just to control? I fight 'cause losing you kills my soul. When you say maybe this is done,
it feels like I already lost someone, like I'm standing in the aftermath. The words we can't take back, and yeah, I raise my voice too high, like volume hides what's inside. But the louder I get, the more I show I'm terrified to let you go. Why do we burn what we built so strong? Why does forever feel so wrong? Every time we're on the edge, we don't jump, we just pretend. Even when we break, we don't fall into peace. Even when we ache, your love decreases. We bend, we bruise, but somehow we stayed. Even when we break,
listen, yo, I don't wanna win if it costs your heart. I wanna tear this whole thing apart. We too deep in, too much invested. Too many nights where we confessed it. Yeah, got pride like armor on, but it feels heavy when you're gone. Silence louder than a fight. Your absence darker than the night. You think I'm strong when I walk away. Truth is I'm hoping you make me stay, 'cause if you don't I might collapse into the space between the cracks. I don't want perfect, I want real. Messy, loud, but still we heal. If loving you means storms and rain, I'd rather drown than feel no pain.
when your forehead touches mine, all the chaos falls in line. Maybe we just feel goodbye, so we fight to feel alive. Even when we break, we still hold on tighter. Even when we shake, our love burns brighter. We fall apart, but we don't walk away. Even when we break,
Yeah, we flawed, yeah, we loud.
yeah, we push it way too far, but every time the dust settles down, you're still my safest ground.
If love's the war we gotta face, I'd rather fight than lose your place. We crack, we ache, but we don't fade.
Even when we break, we break. Even when we break, we stay.
Yeah. You say I'm impossible, hard to read, like I'm a book you never meant to need. I say you're distant, cold as stone, but I hate the nights I'm here alone. We turn small words into a storm, hearts get bruised but still stay warm. You walk away, I count to 10, praying you'll come back again.
Why do we break what we're trying to save? Why do we hurt when we're scared of the pain?
Every time we say goodbye, we don't really mean it.
We don't let go, even when it's tearing us apart. We don't let go,
Even when it's breaking our hearts.
we scream, we cry,
But we don't say no. hot-tempered like gasoline. What's spark, now the whole room's kerosene. Yeah, you throw a word, I throw it back. Now we're standing in emotional combat. I know I push when I should pause. Turn disagreements into wars. Free my old stuff, reopen scars. Then wonder why it's this hard. Shrooms, I'm scared to walk away. Every fight feels like D-Day. So I get loud before you lead, like volume equals guarantee. But behind that anger, there's fear. Every time you wipe a tear, it hits me deeper than I show. I just don't know how to let you know.
Why do we break what we're trying to save? Why do we hurt when we're scared of the pain?
Every time I say goodbye, we don't really mean it.
We don't let go,
Even when it's tearing us apart.
we don't let go.
Even when it's breaking our hearts.
We scream, we cry,
But we don't say no.
through every high and every low. We
Don't let go. Listen, I know I got pride like a loaded weapon. I know sometimes I cross that line in a second. Say things I don't mean just to win, but winning without you, that's a loss within. You're the chaos and the calm, the only place that feels like home. Yeah, we clash, yeah, we spark, but I can't picture life apart. I don't wanna be another almost, another love that we got close. If loving you means fighting through, then I'll stand here and fight for you.
Maybe we're fire and rain.
Maybe we're pleasure and pain, but when you hold me in the dark, I remember who we are.
We don't let go, even when the night gets cold. We don't let go,
Even when our hearts explode,
we fall, we rise,
but we both know
through every scar that we both show.
we don't let go. Yeah, we're stubborn, yeah, we're wild. Two grown hearts acting like children sometimes, but underneath the noise and the fight, you're still my forever, still my right. We bend, we bruise, we overload, but love's the one thing we both chose. If it's a battlefield, let it be, long as you're still here with me.
We fight, we fall, but we still hold on.
We don't let go.
We don't let go. We don't let go. We don't let go. We don't let go. We don't let go. I learned to say your name like it doesn't hurt my chest, like it's just another word, like I loved you less. I tell myself you're happier somewhere far from me, but every time I close my eyes, you're all I see.
Maybe we were too close to the flame,
Maybe we were scared of change.
but even after all this time,
My heart feels the same. I never stopped loving you. I just learned to hide it, buried it deep inside my ribs where no one else can find it. We said goodbye out loud, but inside I never moved. I never stopped loving you, even when we were through.
yeah, I don't say it in hooks, I just carry it in silence. Every time I act cold, it's just emotional defiance. You were the calm in my storm, the pause in my rush. Now every room feels louder without your touch. We didn't fall out of love, we just fell out of patience. Two hearts full of feeling, but scared of confrontation. I let ego speak first, let pride
Why does every road I take still lead to us? Maybe someday we'll talk, maybe someday we'll try. But even if we don't, you're the love I can't deny. I'll never stop loving you, not for a single day. Even when I tried to forget, you never went away. We closed the door behind us, but my heart still knew. I never stopped loving you, and maybe you never did.
Yeah. Some loves don't disappear, just stay low under every heartbeat, even when you let go. Yeah.
I threw your letters in the rain, thought maybe they would fade, but every word came back to life like memories never change. I told my friends I'm doing fine, that I'm finally okay, but every night I close my eyes and you're all that stays. I should've let you disappear, like everybody said. So I used to run in circles inside my head. I hate that I miss you after everything we broke, after every fight we had, and every word we spoke. I try to move on, but my heart won't choose. I hate that I miss you, but I still do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still do.
Yeah. You ever lose somebody and pretend it don't hurt? Then sit alone at night, feeling every word. That's me acting like I'm good now, like I moved ahead. But every quiet second still got you in my head. We were screaming in the kitchen, throwing pain instead of plates. Both too stubborn to admit we were scared of our mistakes. You said I stopped listening, maybe that was facts. I was too busy building walls instead of building us back. Now every song sounds different, every city feels cold,
And every I'm over it,
just another lie told. I don't sing about heartbreak, I just put it in rhymes. Cause losing you's the one thing I still replay at
I
night.
let you disappear, like everybody said. So I used to run in circles inside my head. I hate that I miss you even after all this time. Even when I say your name, like it doesn't cross my mind. We try to say goodbye, but goodbye never grew. I hate that I miss you,
Yeah.
but I still.
Listen, I thought distance would help, thought space would erase us, but every memory we made still somehow stays with us. Every laugh, every scar, every tear in your eyes still follows me around like a ghost I can't hide. And maybe we were toxic, maybe we burned too bright, but loving you was real even during every fight. I ain't asking for forever, I'm just speaking the truth. Out of everybody else, I still run back to you.
Maybe love doesn't leave, maybe it just changes shape. Maybe some hearts never learn how to truly walk away. I hate that I miss you, even though I feel your touch. Even now your memory still hurts this much. We try to kill the feeling, but the feeling broke through. I hate that I miss you, but I still do.
Some people become memories,
But some memories never stop breathing. You sit beside me, barely speaking, like your thoughts are too loud to hide. And every shadow in this bedroom feels heavier tonight. We keep pretending we're okay while drowning underneath. But every time you touch my hand, I still find room to breathe.
You say maybe love shouldn't hurt, maybe we've gone too far. But even through the broken parts, I still know who you are.
Why do we fear what we need? Why do we make our hearts bleed? Every time we almost leave, we turn around instead. If we're falling, fall with me
Through the fire and the fear,
falling, fall with me.
and just stay right here.
We break, we bruise, but still survive. So if we're falling, fall with me.
Yeah, we got too many scars to act untouched. Too many nights where life got rough. Too many moments we almost ended, then somehow still became enough. You say I close off emotionally, like silence is my defense. But silence always felt safer than showing what's intense. See, I grew up learning feelings only cause pain. So now every serious conversation feels like standing in rain. And I know I hurt you sometimes when fear controls my tone. Like I'd rather sound angry than admit I feel alone. But losing you, now that thought gets dangerous. Like my whole chest collapses and breathing gets harder than us. You became my safe place inside a chaotic mind. The only person capable of quieting what's inside.
Why do we fear what we need? Why do we make our hearts bleed? Every time we almost leave, we turn around instead. If we're falling, fall with me
Through the chaos and confusion,
falling, fall with me.
past every bad conclusion.
We scream, we crash, but stay alive. So if we're falling, fall with me.
Yes, maybe we both got trauma reactions. Maybe that's why we explode. Why tiny little problems feel impossibly cold. Why every empty space sounds like goodbye forever. Why every bad night suddenly feels like we won't recover. And I hate how fast I panic when I think you might leave. Like my mind starts building disasters before I can even breathe. But underneath the pride, underneath every scar, you're still the only person that knows my real heart. The only one who stayed when my world went black. The only one who reached for me and kept pulling me back. So if this love is messy, if it bends till it breaks, I still choose your chaos over living on for days. Cause even after every war, every storm we've been through, the safest place I know still somehow feels like you.
Maybe forever trembles, maybe forever still aches, but your heartbeat next to mine still makes the fear fade. If we're falling, fall with me
Even when the sky turns gray,
If we're falling, fall with me
and don't walk away.
We hurt, we heal, but still survive. So if we're falling, fall with me tonight.
Maybe we were never built for easy love. Maybe we too intense, but after every storm between us, you still make sense. And if tomorrow scares us both, if everything feels unclear, just pull me close tonight and stay right here.
Then fall. Fall with me tonight. We turn a whisper to a war, throw our hearts across the floor. Every word cuts a little deep, and neither one of us can leave. Your eyes are fire in the dark, but I still know your fragile heart. You say maybe we need space, but you
Yeah, we too loud, too proud, too intense. Turn small doubts to defense. You say I don't hear you cry, but I hear it, I just don't know why. Every time you say I'm done, feels like I just lost someone. Like I'm standing on thin ice. One word, pay the price. I get sharp when I feel small. Build the walls when I feel the fall. You think I fight just to control, but I fight cause I'm scared to lose my soul. Truth is, I don't want the last word. I just don't wanna feel unheard. Loving you means risking pride. Then I'll put my ego aside.
So kiss me through the chaos, through the tears we hide.
Kiss me through the chaos.
Stay right by my side. We scream, we fall, but we don't divide. Kiss me through the chaos.
Yeah, listen, I don't wanna when you walk away. Don't wanna be right if you won't stay. We built this from the ground up. Too much history, just give up. Yeah, we messy, yeah, we loud. We hurt each other now, but silence without you feels worse. Like breathing in reverse. I know I raise my voice too high, like volume keeps you by my side, but underneath the anger spirit waking up and you're not here. If love's a storm, let it rain. If it's fire, let it flame. I'd rather feel the burn tonight than live without you in my life.
When your heartbeat matches mine, all the damage falls behind. Maybe we're just scared to lose, so we fight like we've got something to prove. So kiss me through the chaos, through the darkest nights. Kiss me through the chaos, through our broken fights. We bend, we bruise, but we hold on tight. Kiss me through the chaos.
Yeah, and we flawed.
Yeah, we flawed, yeah, we wild. Two imperfect hearts compiled, but every time the storm is done, you're still my only one.
We crack, we shake, but we don't fade. If love's a risk we gotta take, I'll take it every day.
Kiss me through the chaos. We're standing on the edge again, saying 5 different words we throw. You say you're tired of defending, I say you never let it go. The silence louder than our screams, your shadow pacing by the door. You grab your jacket like you mean it, like you've never done before. Why does forever feel so small when we're backed up against the wall? We say this time it's really over, but we both know we'll never say goodbye. We're always almost leaving, almost walking out the door, almost done believing we collide. Like we don't know better, but every time we break apart, we fall back together.
We're always almost goodbye. Yeah, we go from 0 to 100 in a blink. One sentence turns into one missing link. You say I twist every word that you speak. I say you always assume the worst of me. We weaponize tone over analyze text. Screenshot feelings, build a case with the rest. Now it's caught in the living room, no judge. Just two hearts holding on to a grudge. You say I don't change, I just defend. Like I'd rather be right than keep my best friend, but I panic when you say you're done. Like I'm watching the countdown hit 1. So I raise my voice like it'll keep you here. Like loud equals love equals less fear. But truth, I'm scared you'll finally go, and this almost turns into for sure.
Oh, why does forever feel so small when we're backed up against the wall? We say this time it's really over, but we both know we'll never say goodbye. We're always almost leaving, almost walking out the door, almost done believing we collide. Like we don't know better, but every time we break apart, we fall back together.
I don't wanna lose you to my ego. Don't wanna turn love into a sequel of what we had and what we lost, all because we couldn't pause. Yeah, I get defensive, I admit it. Build my armor up and live in it. Every argument's a battlefield, but you're the only thing that's real. You say maybe we need some space, and I swear my heart misplaced. Every beat like skip the track, like if you leave, you
fight like we've got proof. Say goodbye. We're always almost leaving, almost throwing it away, almost done believing we collide, but we hold on tighter every time the dark gets close. Our love burns brighter. We're always almost goodbye. We're always almost goodbye. We're always almost goodbye.
Yeah, we bend, yeah, we bruise, yeah, we say things we don't choose. But when it's all stripped down to truth, there's no me without you. We're reckless, loud, unstable, maybe, but losing you would break me.
So if this is our design, we'll fight, but you're still mine. We're almost goodbye, but never really gone.
You slam the door, I hear it shake like every promise that we break. Your shadow fading down the hall, but I still want you after all.
We throw our words like grenades, damage done, but love still stays. We say I'm done 1,000 times, but we never cross that line.
Why do we push when we should pull? Why do we run when the hearts are full? We're fire and gasoline, but you still mean everything.
We're caught in the crossfire, screaming but holding on, hearts beating like war drums, but we're not done. Even when the tears fall, even when it's hard, we're fighting like enemies, but loving in the dark.
Yeah, we escalate quick. Small talk turns nuclear. One wrong word, now it's super clear. We both got tempers like dynamite sticks. Fuse getting shorter every time we mix. You say I don't listen, I say you attack. You bring up the past, I fire it back. Round and round like a broken cassette. We say things we're gonna regret, but truth is I hate when you cry, and I hate even more when I'm the reason why. Yeah, my pride's like a loaded gun, but losing you, I come undone. We ain't toxic, we just intense. Too much love with no defense. We don't know how to disagree without it turning to World War III.
Why do we push when we should pull? Why do we run when our hearts are full? We're fire and gasoline, but you still mean everything. We're caught in the crossfire, screaming but holding on, hearts beating like war drums, but we're not gone. Even when the tears fall, even when it's hard, we're fighting like enemies, but loving in the dark.
Look, I don't wanna be the villain in your story. I don't wanna turn love into a category of what we used to be and almost. I don't wanna lose you over ego. Yeah, I raise my voice, I get defensive. Build up walls that are so expensive, brick by brick from my old pain. Now I'm watching the circle the drain, but when you whisper that you're done, my chest locks up, I can't run. You're the chaos and the calm, the only place that feels like home. So if we're crashing, let's crash together. Stormy nights, but we fight the weather. I'd rather scream than silent drift, cause even broken,
Maybe we don't know how to bend. Maybe we're scared this is the end. But every time you reach for me, I know this is where I should be. Caught in the crossfire, screaming but holding on, hearts beating like war drums, but we're not done. Even when the sparks fly, even when it's hard, we're fighting like enemies, but loving in the dark.
Yeah, we argue, yeah, we fall, but we always make that call. Two stubborn hearts, same flame, different words but same pain. We ain't perfect, we're just real. Too much passion not to feel. If love's a war, then let it be, as long as you're here with me.
Through the scars, we're still standing. Here we are, we fight. promise to